Hello, we are from BBNG Agreement Group. My name is Sakara and my members Yadi, Grace, and Suzanne. We will talk about BBNG Agreement. BBNG, which stands for Biodiversity Beyond National Jurisdiction, is adopted by the United Nations in 2023 under the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea. In 1982, the UNCLOS defines ocean governance, relax biodiversity protection in ABNG areas. So in 2004 UNGA working group on BBNG establishment, and there's a recommendation for a new international instrument in 2011. And finally, until 19 June in 2023, the UN member states adopted the BBNG agreement.
Okay, next is why it's matter for BBNG. About two-thirds of the world ocean are located in ABNG or areas beyond national jurisdiction, which are rich in biodiversity, including species that have not yet been identified. However, these areas lack comprehensive legal and governance frameworks. Next is these areas face growing threats, climate change, pollution, overexploitation, and habitat loss. And the last is existing laws like UNC or LOS or United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea does not fully address new activities or technical aspects, such as transboundary environmental impacts, benefit sharing from marine genetic research, or technology and capacity needs in developing countries. The next is the goals of BBNG. First one, protects biodiversity in the high sea. Most current research and commercial exploitation is done by developed nations and private entities. Goals number two is manage human activities more responsibly. Create a network of protected and managed areas in ABNG to safeguard ecologically important zones. Ensure habitat protection and preserve biodiversity hotspots. Goals number three, promote equitable access and shared benefits. Unlike on land or in national waters, there has been no consistent process to assess risk of activities in international waters. This helps promote precautionary action and transparency. And goals number four is strengthen international cooperation and capacity for ocean stewardship. Reduce the knowledge and technology gap so all countries can participate equally in research, monitoring, and benefit sharing. Without support, many countries cannot contribute to or benefit from ASEAN governance. This goal promote equity, inclusiveness, and shared responsibility.
Next, we'll talk about the key initiative being implemented in the BBNG agreement. First, the marine genetic researchers, which equitable benefit sharing through open data, research result, and commercialization of genetic materials collected in ABNG. And area-based management tools, which establishing ecologically representative and science-based marine protected area or MPAs to conserve biodiversity in the high seas. And the environmental impact assessment, which implementing transparent and precautionary AI procedures for planet activities that may cause significant harm in ABNG area. Capacity building and technology transfers, which supporting developing nations via education, training, access to marine research tools, and a global clearinghouse mechanisms. Next, the implementation and governance mechanism, which overseen by the Conference of the Parties or COP and scientific and technical body to ensure compliance and equitable participation.
Okay, next we're going to talk about the BBNG agreement. There are several key changes and their possible solution. The first is scientific knowledge gaps. We still know very little about the deep ocean. Only about 30% have been mapped, and there is also a geographical bias with limited integration of a traditional knowledge. The solution is scientific research and knowledge integration, which means improving mapping, monitoring, and combining scientific data with local and indigenous knowledge. The second challenge is institutional and governance issues or challenges. Sometimes there is institutional arrogance and a lack of interdisciplinary approaches, which makes cooperation difficult. The solution here is cooperation and coordination. bringing together different actors such as regional fisheries management organizations, NGOs, and other agencies to strengthen governance. Finally, there are policy and political challenges. Geopolitical tensions often make it hard to implement agreement and to keep science from being politicized. The solution is science policy interface enhancement, which ensures that policy decisions are based on scientific evidence. So, overall, the BBNJ agreement faces real difficulties, but it also provides clear tools and methods to address them effectively.
The BBNJ agreement depends on advanced marine ecology skill set in order to guide conservation in the high seas. First focus area is the biodiversity monitoring. Scientists can use environmental DNA, which you can see in the first picture, or remotely operated underwater vehicles, which you can see on the second picture, in order to detect species and locate biodiversity hotspots, which are essential for creating marine protected areas. Second of all, ecosystem connectivity studies use tagging, which you can see on the first picture, or isotope analysis to track migratory species and reveal links between ecosystems across boundaries. Third of all, in impact assessment, species distribution models and cumulative impact maps predict how activities like overfishing or mining affect marine life, supporting required environmental impact assessments. Finally, research on marine genetic resources through genomics and bioprospecting helps share genetic data and benefits equally across nations. Together, these techniques provide the scientific backbone essential for implementing the BBNJ agreement.
Yeah, thank you. That's all from us, the BBNG group. Thank you.